Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Um, when I meet you guys, when I meet my clients, when we first talk, the majority of the clients will not really be familiar with how magic truly works and with energies and everything. And I will get every now and then some clients that are already familiar with it and have done a lot of work on themselves and really understand it. And it's obviously much easier for me to work with them. But just because most of the clients are newbies, this is what this channel is for, because I don't think it's enough to just explain it in consultations or to hear one audio. I really think that this whole thing is worth talking about much more, and for you to understand it and understand the process and understand what you need to do. I think it takes a lot more than just one simple audio, and this is why a lot of people will just give up and can't do the instructions. So today I'm going to talk about the difference between force and power. So force versus power. And I'm going to use an example because I love examples. So I don't know if you watched Cobra Kai. It's a TV series and I love it, by the way. I totally recommend it. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. But anyways, it's basically a series that is after the movies Karate Kid. Well, years after, decades after, and it's the same actors. It's really good. But I'm sure that everybody heard about the movies, right? And there was a new movie recently. I watched it in the movies yesterday. um, anyways, in the movies in this series, you have two schools of karate, and one is called Cobra Kai, and the other one is Miyagi Do, and they are a lot different. So Cobra Kai is portrayed as the bad guys, and they're all about force. They are really focused on just hitting the opponent and winning, like really, really focused on that. And then Miyagi-Do, on the other hand, is portrayed as the good guys. And they are also focused on winning because it's a tournament. They have karate tournaments, and of course, everybody wants to win. That's the point of a tournament, right? But their approach is a lot different, and they're all about power. They're all about power. And if you watch their training sessions, same thing. With Cobra Kai, it's all about force. They train to be forceful. And with Miyagi-Do, it's all about power. They have like a very unique way of training, which is not necessarily, it kind of will not make sense to you if you're like watching it for the first time because, for example, they're washing the car or they're like painting the fence, but it's all part of the process and it all kind of aligns perfectly in their fighting skills, kind of like vibrational work. Anyways, in the end, obviously power always wins over force. Magic is power. And what some people are trying to do with magic is force things. That's not how it works. So power is about knowing who you are, focusing on you. Power is about, just being yourself and letting go, accepting. And that is how you attract things. And force is trying to force things, trying to, make somebody do something. That's not what magic is about. Magic is powerful, but it's not forceful. And so many people have this confused because the expectation for magic is to make somebody do something they don't want to do or they wouldn't do otherwise. And this is why we're using magic. But it's not. It doesn't work like that. Yes, we do change the situation. And yes, we get the outcome we want, but we don't get it by using force. We get it by using power. And this is where vibrational work comes in. Because if you do your vibrational work, you will become powerful and you will no longer feel that need to force anything. And absolutely, you will still want to win. And that's the point, right? You're doing a spell to get somebody back or to get a job or whatever your reason for it is. There are different kinds of spells. It's not all of them are love spells. Not all of them are about getting an ex back. Those are just the most common ones. But yeah, you still want to win. You still want that person back, but you're not trying to force it. That's the point. And truly understanding that love is this beautiful thing that somebody gives you for like free, and you give it to somebody as well for free, and nobody is forcing you and nobody is forcing them. It's just like an energy match, and it can't be forced. Have you noticed that love can't be forced? Have you noticed that it can't be forced? Even if you would want to force it, you can't, because you can't force yourself to develop feelings, and you can't force others to develop feelings either. It's just something that happens or does not happen, right? So there are certain situations that help somebody develop feelings, and there are certain things that help somebody develop feelings, like, if you think about them a lot, if you dream of them. And this is what we use. This is what we use with magic, but we are not forcing anybody, because love is like a bird. It's free. It can't be forced. It can't be caged. And when you try to fall in love with somebody and you just can't, it's because it can't happen by force. It just needs to develop naturally. So I hope this is making sense to you guys, and I hope everybody is doing really, really well. And I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I had like a lot of work stuff, but not for work, but around the house. So you probably noticed that I haven't been online as much the past couple of days, and I have kind of been setting up some stuff for my second channel, where I'm gonna film astrology videos. So yeah, I had a productive weekend basically. Okay, I'm gonna end it now. Bye, guys.